September is going to be a lighter month than we've had in a while. And even with a Mercury retrograde, the month will be good for communication. It'll be great for business in a lot of ways, for planning details, for healing. There'll be an expansion energy because of Mercury and Jupiter aspecting one another. That's really going to awaken us to the truth and really expand our consciousness if we choose to expand and expand our choices as well. And it'll be a strong energy for the first half of the month for the arts, for entertainment, for putting yourself out there in that way for you artists, and also for our creation energy and our leadership energy. Hi, I'm Prema Gurreri, Vedic astrologer, business oracle, and welcome to Chart Your Path. I'm so glad that you're here. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate if you do and click that bell notification. You won't miss any of my updates, and also it gets us out to a wider audience. If you haven't taken the Sacred Wealth Code Archetype quiz, you can grab that. The link is down below, and get one of your Sacred Wealth Code Archetypes, your gifts, your shadow, and know how to work with that. And also some of my other free trainings and readings all down below. So we start the month with Mercury already in Virgo. Moved into Virgo on August 20th. It's actually going to be there until October 26th. That's a long time. And what's beautiful about this is that Mercury loves Virgo. It's exalted in Virgo. And as Mercury's in Virgo, it really shows up as the great communicator and also the great merchant, and really brings a heightened energy to the gifts of those archetypes and those aspects of Mercury. Now, we will have a retrograde September 9th through October 2nd. I'm going to give you some specific dates to be aware of that are going to be benefic, and some that you're going to just want to, where the energy will be a little wonky, and I'll get to that. This energy this month has a potential to really set us up nicely for, and prepare us, I want to say, for the eclipses that are going to happen next month, because with this Mercury exalted in Virgo, it is very, Virgo is a very healing sign. It is the natural sixth house, although wherever Virgo is in your chart is going to be very specific to you. And in fact, Mercury's been retrograding this year in all of the earth signs, and it loves to be in the earth signs, and it's really good for all the earth and the air signs, actually. And so it's very strong when it is retrograding. It's strong because when planets are retrograding, they're the farthest away from the sun they're going to be. If you have something close to the sun, you can't see it. When it's farther away, you can actually see it, and you can actually experience more of what it represents. Now, back to Virgo for a moment. Very feminine sign, very sensitive. It is a place of healing. It's a place of health. It is a place where we can focus down on the details of things and business and organize things. It's a very sensitive placement. It even has to do with our food, how we take care of ourselves, our health, our well-being. So the healing work we do this month will really help us with the eclipses next month. And whether that's health healing on a physical level or also on the emotional level, clearing your beliefs on that level as well, and the spiritual healing that we do to upgrade our consciousness. Now with Mercury, let's remember that Mercury in Vedic astrology is also referred to as Buddha, and it rules our analytical mind, our ability to evaluate things, our intelligence, how we figure things out, our ability to judge things properly. And I don't mean judge like, be judgmental and somebody's right and somebody's wrong. I mean to judge and evaluate, like, what is right for you, what's not right for you, what's right for your business, what's not right for your business, what's resonant, what's not resonant, and where things are placed on a priority level to you personally. So sometimes when we can't think clearly, it's hard to figure, like we don't know, we refer to other people, but this gives you the ability to really discern things, and that's a very useful thing. It also, and that's why it's so great for business during this time, and it does rule the business quarter. With the communicator being one of the other strong archetypes here, it's going to give you the ability to really communicate what you're discerning and you're thinking about. It's also very good for whatever you want to dive into and learn and knowledge, and even good for travel, even though we have a retrograde, and we're going to want to watch out for those retrograde dates. As far as your business, which I'll give you in just a moment, as far as your business goes, and again, that's where the great merchant comes in. This really gives us the ability to handle, money, finances, investments. And as far as investments go, I'd encourage you to do that before or after the retrograde. Tweaks to your business that you're wanting to make, or if you're looking at, promoting your business or launching something and planning those things, great time to do that with this Mercury in Virgo. It's something that I do in my Aligned Entrepreneur deep dive session, which the link is down below, where we plan out your products, we plan out your launches, so they're in alignment with your soul blueprint, with your chart. When Mercury stations, that's when we're going to want to watch out. So when it's going to station and go retrograde, that's going to be on that's going to be on September 9th, 10th, depending on where you are. And so you're going to want to watch out for the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, those dates of when it goes retrograde, date either side. That's just when the energy gets wonky. So no big decisions. Technology can get wonky during that time. Travel plans, appointments can get missed, that stuff. Okay. But it's not like a big doomsday. Actually, Mercury has a really big gift for you. The other dates are on October 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Those are the dates you're going to watch out for as far as when it turns direct again, when it can get wonky. Now, when I say Mercury has a gift for you, all the earth houses in your chart represent something in particular. It's wealth, it's relationships, it's purpose, or it's spirituality. And these are the places you're taking a closer look at. When Mercury slows down, it's allowing you to have a closer look at that area of life and reassess and evaluate the things that we've been talking that Mercury is good for. And because Mercury moves so fast, it retrogrades during these times, and we get this time to reevaluate things before putting in a new plan in place and moving forward once again. So it's kind of a beautiful thing how all the earth houses will be all purpose, all wealth, all relationship, or all spiritual in your chart, just depending on your chart and your ascendant. With Mercury and Jupiter aspecting each other, the sage and the communicator, the merchant, the sage is it's the spiritual teacher, it's the higher wisdom. Jupiter is our expansion energy. Mercury's more into the details of things. So with this higher energy of the spiritual teacher, the deeper wisdom and the knowledge aspecting the great communicator and the merchant, the business and detail oriented, this is going to give us the ability, the opportunity to have some flashes of insight, some flashes of and some flashes of deep clarity. And this is also going to allow the possibility, it's up to you, for us to awaken more to the truth. When you have our knowledge and your consciousness at the reflecting each other and on the same thing, just like when you're aware of your energy or your transits or your chart, then you're bringing your conscious mind to what's happening in your soul blueprint. Now that becomes very powerful. That's the essence of my work, whether I'm teaching in my Solutionary Blueprint business program or whether I'm teaching in the Sacred Wealth Circle and we're doing all the inner work and embracing our Sacred Wealth Code Archetypes. It's bringing that conscious mind with the soul. Now that's where things get super, super powerful. So this is going to be, you're going to have potentially have flashes of insight. You are going to have potentially deep clarity. This is going to make this retrograde time very expansive and in a lot of ways. And it is, again, happening in a specific area of your chart. But again, I'm talking, generally. Again, a great time for health and healing and reviewing education or diving into anything that you really are really interested in learning. Because the retrograde time, you may have new business contacts come up. You may revisit something with your health that is coming up again so that you can go into deeper healing. Whatever comes up from the past during the retrograde, embrace it and ask yourself, what's the truth? if I told myself the truth about this? That's where Jupiter comes in and will really be giving us this opportunity to really see the truth. And there's going to be some specific dates I'm going to give you where they're going to be in direct alignment and where you might get flashes of insight during that time, or the deeper truth, the really awakening to a deeper truth. That's going to be on September 2nd. Those planets are going to be at 12 degrees, Virgo and Pisces. September 18th, they'll be at 10 degrees, Virgo and Pisces. And October 11th, they'll be at 7 degrees of Virgo and Pisces. Mark those dates down as just specifically tuning into, again, deeper clarity, more meditation time. Take that long walk. If there's something you're trying to figure out, open up to the awakening, the truth that wants to come through at that time. And it could just be really creative for you. So just journaling and tossing ideas around, and how could you create a bigger, what would be the spiritual meaning of what's happening and what's coming up for you? So this is just a really potent